Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Warm welcome, one and all, to the Intrazon program, India's largest retail intraday traders online conference. Friends, this is your host, Ashok Devanampriya. We are in the sixth session of the 12 speaker series of the Intrazon conference. Today, we have a special speaker, Mr. Varun Danturti
Yeah,
from
absolutely correct.
Nagpur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took I just wanted to make sure my pronunciation is correct. So
Yeah.
friends, Varun is a man with a lot of experience in the industry. I guess people who joined the session early would have heard some of his success stories. He's an independent financial advisor and a SEBI registered research analyst, an electronic graduate with an MBA in finance, full time in the markets for more than 6 7 years, which means double my experience as a full time trader. Varun, hats off to you.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And I feel
Thank
very
you.
happy and proud when I hear people still playing in the market for a longer time. That means there is a ray of hope for people who are budding traders. Okay,
Absolutely. Yeah.
friends, he's practicing financial advisory for close to a decade now. A
Yeah.
typical discretionary day trader. He trades with his friends, mostly intraday. His primary focus is mainly on breakouts and breakout failure trades. And along with intraday, sometimes he does positional trading also. Well, Varun, on behalf of the entire team, I extend my warm welcome to you into this program. Thanks so much for accepting our invitation and willing to share your experience today.
Yeah. Thanks, Ashok, for this lavish, introduction, and thank you so much, all of you, for joining on this Monday evening. And I also take this opportunity to thank Ashok for giving me this opportunity to speak on Intrazon, right? So. I hope I'll take on the presentation from this moment on, Ashok.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. The stage is yours.
Yeah, so just a check. I hope my voice is clear and at the same time my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fantastic. So guys, I'm Varun Danturti, as Mr. Ashok has already spoken about. I have been trading the VWAP indicator for some time now, for around 1 to 1.5 years. And today I'm going to talk only about the VWAP indicator and how I use it for my intraday trading. So the topic for today is intraday trading setup using the VWAP indicator. So I have been working with quite a lot of indicators, like some lagging and some leading maybe. So the first which I started off with is obviously the moving average, but somehow I stumbled upon the VWAP indicator, and then I read some material about it. The one book which I found some more material about it, the book's name was Intraday Trading, Advanced Intraday Trading Techniques by Andrew Aziz. So I'll just leave the name, in the chat section afterwards. That book basically showed that what all is possible, and what basically was a VWAP indicator, how it came into existence. The brief history we will be looking at, at that in some moment. So that book basically got me going and gave me some push as to research more about the VWAP indicator and using it for the intraday basis. VWAP indicator, I have found that the more you increase the time frame, the lesser effective it becomes. So the max I go to is the 30-minute time frame. Other than that, I use it extensively on the 3-minute, 5-minute, and the 15-minute charts, as we will look for some live chats also. Before speaking about the VWAP indicator and how I use it in my intraday trading, and obviously how you all can also start using, I would be talking a bit about the structure of the market. Now it is important to know why what and how the structure of the market is and how it is being constructed, because while taking the trades, we need not we do not want that whatever long trades we take that heads into resistance, and whatever shorts we take that directly heads into supports. We do not want that. For that not to happen, obviously we need to define a structure. Now with examples I'll show you how to define that structure. And also one thing I always speak to myself while trading, this is a bit of analogy which I have taken from India's favorite sport, cricket. Most of the times you might have seen that while the batsman bats, he says to himself some words, and if you read closely, what he says is, watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball. So whenever I am also trading, I always tell to myself that, or whenever I'm analyzing the chart for marking out structure, I always say that look to the left of the chart. It will tell you, where the price has been and where the price wants to go again. And obviously because of that, that structure high or low could be your potential targets. So by knowing that, you can easily and very well plan your trades. So this is a chart of Nifty where you can see some yellow lines being marked, right? Just a second. So these yellow lines which you can see, yellow zones basically, these yellow zones is something which I call the structure. So these yellow zones will tell you where the price has been and where the price is likely to go. So for example, if we start from the left from here, you can easily see that prices obviously are in a uptrend because we are making higher lows here and we are making higher highs here. But whenever the higher high is made here, price obviously will not move like this as it is is visible here. It will obviously make these waves, right? These waves are being made. So whenever there is a place where the price has visited more number of times, that could give you a potential support or a resistance. So from here we went till this place, went up, and again see how beautifully we test here. We go up again, we test here. So for the next day, when you know that this has happened and this is the zone, right? So we know that this is a structure. So whenever price again, if it goes up and comes down here, we can plan a trade here. So this information also plays a very important role in the intraday trading, as we will see in the examples. Yeah, so this is the second one. I vividly remember trading this one because we had marked this place where Bank Nifty was trying to take, move well, in fact, and this was the place. This was the place here to the left of your chart where prices took support, took resistance a number of times, right? Again, prices came here at this place. So this could work as a resistance here. So you can plan accordingly your intraday trade for the next day. And if it breaks out, again, you have a very good reason to trade. And as I said, that after it breaks out, suppose, you always know what to do. You have to look left. So on the left, you know that around 25,200, 25,250, there could be a resistance. And now we all know that what happened when prices shot above 25,200, right? There was a huge rally, which basically happened only because the structure here, the structural high which was developed here, it was taken out, and then prices never came back, right? This is another one. Yeah, this is another one where again a chart of Nifty where you can see how the structure has been drawn. So for example, if you are on this day here, right? So you know that you have a support well below here, and again you have some kind of resistance here. So if it moves, or if the next day if prices open near the low, you know what kind of trades have to be taken, and those trades would be taken confidently. At the same time, if prices gap up near the resistance, you know that what kind of trades have to be taken, and obviously those trades can again be taken confidently. Now, coming back to VWAP and what is its importance, VWAP basically, I mean, if we expand it, is volume weighted average price, and I would say that it could be one of the most important technical indicator for the traders. I basically use VWAP in three ways for intraday trading, but today I would be discussing only the one way in which I use it, and that is the breakout strategy, which we will see in the examples. VWAP is something which takes uh, the volumes also into consideration. So how does it differ from a normal MA? The normal MA will not take volumes into consideration. It will only take the average of the past readings which have been there. So depending on the SMA or depending on the EMA, EMA takes into consideration the latest values more as compared to SMA, but it will not take into consideration the volumes. Volumes will be taken by a VWAP. So simply put, VWAP is a moving average which takes volume also into consideration. It will show you who is in control of price action, whether it is a buyer or whether it is a seller. So simply put, above the VWAP, the buyers are in control, and below the VWAP or the of the index or the stock, the seller is in control. Right now, in the book by Andrew Aziz, it was basically mentioned that how this became important and how it became famous, the VWAP indicator. Basically, it was first of all used by institutional traders, and they used VWAP indicator to get a better price for their buy orders or sell orders, because we all know that institutional traders are huge volume traders, and whenever they put a buy trade or a sell trade, obviously the volume itself is so huge that the prices will move away before triggering their buy or sell. So to make sure that they get a better fill, they try to buy or sell around the VWAP. So if the traders execute the price below the VWAP, they consider it to be a good VWAP. Sorry, they consider it to be a good fill, because they have taken the price at a they have taken the trade at a cheaper level. And remember that they would be using VWAP for some positional trades, not maybe intraday. In intraday also it happens, but during that time for institutional traders it was some kind of positional trading only by looking at the shorter time frame. And most of the times, if their buying price or selling price is too far off from the VWAP, it used to be the case that the traders would be penalized, and at the same time the commissions which they used to get would be cut. So that's how the VWAP indicator percolated from institutional traders to higher HNIs, and then lower into the ecosystem, and then finally the day trading fraternity. So that's what I collected about the VWAP and how it became famous. Next, as I said, that I use VWAP basically on 3 occasions, but today we will be speaking about the VWAP breakout strategy. For those who are interested, I use it as first, obviously, the VWAP breakout strategy. The second I use is breakout failure strategy, and the third one is the pullback. So maybe some other time and some other occasion we can talk about rest of the 2 strategies also. But today we will be talking exclusively on VWAP breakout strategy.